week, we recognized our elementary teacher of the year this year, Casey Vanderplas, and today it's my pleasure to introduce to you our secondary teacher of the year, Frank Guerra.
Thank you.
And Frank is art teacher at Fabian Middle School, and I can't think of a better representative of our school district at the secondary level than Frank. I have gotten to know Frank and see the work that he does with the students there, and it's phenomenal. And Frank, I just want to ask, what got you interested in being an art teacher?
Okay, so my background, I needed to become a teacher because it was a way to get out of generational poverty, to be honest. All of my friends were children of teachers, and I remember going to their houses, and teachers always had, in my community, were the only real professionals in the community, and I remember they always had like nicer cars, and the men got to work inside, and to me it was something that was unattainable at the time, and it was a dream, and I was motivated to become a teacher because I wanted to have a better life, and I was inspired by my own teachers, my art teacher in high school, my band director, and they all kind of molded me and helped me become a really great educator and professional because they knew that I aspired to have more and to be more. And teaching in the beginning was a way out. And because of art and education, my life has completely changed. And my art teacher helped me with my initial just after-school activity, and she helped me mold it into my future career. And I became a teacher on that basis. And now that I'm an educator, I have learned that I absolutely love education in every single way. And even though it started out as a necessity to me, I've grown to love the profession and education. And I love that I can help students that are similar to me with my background and inspire them and help them acknowledge and realize that even though some doors might be closed to them, that at least they perceive that they can absolutely do absolutely anything that they want. And so that is my primary goal as a teacher. Mm-hmm. And I know I teach art, and I know that I teach technique and how to learn and all of those things. But my goal as an educator in my classroom is beyond the classroom, and to make sure that everyone realizes that they are in control of their own destiny and their own careers and their own future.
That's great. Well, what do you find, so that is really what you want your students to gain from having had you as a teacher then, is
absolutely,
that correct?
Absolutely.
And what is it that do you personally find most challenging in your job as an art teacher?
I feel sometimes the most challenging thing is time, really. Mm-hmm. I have so much to give. I know that students want so much information. They want to learn so much, and I want to teach longer. You know, I sometimes the classes, they go by so quickly, and the school year goes by so quickly. And sometimes I feel, every year I feel, you know, did I teach everything that I could? Did I have enough time? Was I able to inspire them? Was I able to help them focus in different ways to then carry on into their other parts of their education? Mm-hmm. And to me, time is absolutely the most difficult part of being a teacher. 50 minutes sometimes doesn't feel like enough. 10 months doesn't feel like enough. And I always hope and that I do my best every single day, because I know that 3 years, I get to at least see my kids for 3 years. A lot of teachers only get to see theirs for 1, but I know I can carry on the education. But even then, there's always this doubt or this anxiety that builds that I need to hurry, and it needs to happen. There's only enough time, and so that's my challenge.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, why McKinney? I mean, you grew up in South Texas, is that right?
Yes, I did.
So why did you decide to come up here to McKinney and teach art?
Okay, well, in South Texas, I was the art program. I taught 6th through 12th grade, AP, and then there was no other art teacher. I didn't know of any other artistic person. I know growing up in school, I was the only person that really drew and that really enjoyed it, so I was kind of just this person that was really artistic in a community that enjoyed art but didn't really follow art. And so when I came to McKinney, I met all of the art teachers and the fine art director, I realized that this this community really enjoys art and sees art in a different way. It sees art as having the ability to facilitate education. And that was my goal, and to be able to learn from other educators that I work with now and that are within my district, that are a phone call or an email away, to have different types of strategies and lesson plans, and just to help me stay fresh and new in my own field. And that's what really drew me to McKinney. And then when I moved here, I saw the McKinney magazine, and when I saw how they focused on the downtown arts program and how there's really a really great art community here, I really felt that this was the place for me, because McKinney values education, they value fine art, and they assist in any way that they can to help you succeed, and in turn help me make sure that the students are successful. And so McKinney's perfect for me and for what I do.
Well, one thing I have noticed about art is that it's similar to math. Several students do not have any confidence that they can be successful in math. But the same thing goes about art. There are many students that really don't see themselves as artists, and they don't see how they could possibly do anything that looked good. When you have those students that just have that zero confidence, how do you help them discover that they truly can do? And if you had that experience where you've worked with students and they've transformed themselves.
Absolutely. Art is very personal, and so people tend to not want to do art because they feel like they would share too much, or that they wouldn't be as good as their neighbor. And so every day we have to, and every year when the year starts, we have to break that kind of barrier, and it becomes, and it starts with trust. And it's my goal to always assist students and to look at their work and to say something positive and to acknowledge what they have learned, and make them understand that I know that they're trying. And then I then give them tips to help them become better. And then that's how the kind of process starts, and we have to break through the walls first. But I always tell them, it's not about the art project, it's not about the technique, and it's not about the art room. It's about how you are learning and how you're focused on learning and how you can carry that into other subjects. And so my art class, I try to make sure it helps the other classes, and gives the students and the ability to empower themselves with knowledge. And so I always tell them, it's not about the immediate project. It's not about the painting, the sculpture. It's not about that. It's the process. It's the education. It's the ability to focus on something. And if they're able to focus on that type of activity, they're able to focus on essays in the future. They're able to focus on their career and college. And it goes beyond the art room. And so I use the art as the primary focus in learning. And so it really, that's how I approach teaching, and that's how I approach my art room. And I think that and I know that it works, because my students at the end of the year when I have them, or at the end of the 3 years when I have them, they feel empowered, and they feel like they are successful, and they know that that success can be carried on in other ways.
That's tremendous. And Mr. Guerra, I just feel honored to have you as one of our art teachers here in McKinney ISD, and I just can't think again of a better person to represent us this year as Teacher of the Year, and we feel very blessed to have you as a teacher here in McKinney, and just look forward to continuing and best wishes as you pursue Teacher of the Year for Region 10 and the state. And I just want to say that it's been a pleasure introducing to you Casey Vanderplas last week, the fourth grade teacher at Edens Elementary, and then today Frank Guerra. And let's make it a great week. Thank you.